New Jersey housewife Teresa Giudice poses for her first family photo in prison. But could this photo op cause a serious backlash? Hello, everybody. I'm Louis Aguirre.
And I'm Thea Andrews. Plus, the price of privilege, how the pressures of being the son of an iconic TV producer almost cost Randy Spelling his life.
I sat down with him, and his story is compelling. But let's get back to Teresa and her new jailhouse interview. Teresa taking the reins in controlling her public image. But will her new revelations behind bars cost her in the long run?
No matter what, Joe and I will always stick by each other.
Holding true to that pledge made to the insider before being sentenced 15 months for fraud, this is the first glimpse of the Real Housewife of federal prison on Us Weekly's cover. Taken on visiting day, March 15th, the family is making the best of being ripped apart. With a measured smile, Teresa dons extension-free curly hair and a prison-issued khaki jumpsuit. She sits alongside husband Joe and two youngest daughters, Adriana and Melania.
Teresa's been locked up for a couple of months now, so she's just taking it day by day.
Joe told the magazine he drives their four girls 80 miles from their New Jersey home to the federal prison in Danbury, Connecticut, nearly every weekend.
A typical visit for the family starts at 9 a.m. That's when visiting hours begin at the Danbury, Connecticut prison, and they end at 3 p.m. They're allowed to hug and kiss only at the very beginning and then at the very end. Surprisingly enough, Joe is actually far more emotional than their four girls whenever they have to hug goodbye. You know, he tells us that basically he's crying like a baby.
That display of emotion is a stark contrast to when Joe sat down with Bravo before Teresa began serving time.
It's going to be a lot of work. But they're my daughters, and I got to do what I got to do. I know. I guess I'm going to be the housewife. What am I going to do?
But maybe the most surprising revelation about her life in prison is how much free time she has. Joe says Teresa watches Scandal, Empire, has unlimited email access, and described her routine like, quote, a low-budget spa.
It's not for hardcore offenders. She works out up to 3 times a day. She's getting pretty buff, actually, Joe says.
Challenge yourselves, but don't forget to breathe.
That access to exercise is reminiscent of the Netflix phenomenon Orange is the New Black. That show is based on the same prison Teresa is at. Just like in the series, Teresa sleeps on a top bunk in a dormitory-style room.
All good. Thank you, ladies.
Capitalizing on the drama, the magazine claims Joe is in talks with Bravo to star in his own Mr. Mom-style reality show, with production possibly starting during May sweeps. But as for Teresa, it has been speculated she may have violated prison protocol by taking this Us Weekly cover photo. While it is typically against the rules for inmates to take photos during visitation, Danbury's warden told us the prison does have an approved photo program where sharing family photos during visitation is allowed.
What's your biggest fear about going to prison?
I just think about my daughters.
That's it.
That's all I think about.